Hello everyone, Earl Henderson, Primordial Defense. Thank you for watching. I have another Monday quarterback video for you. I'm going to play this video and talk about things that are going on, and better explain what's going on, and talk about things that I think that they're doing right and or done wrong. Without further ado, here we go.
This briefing will provide information about an officer-involved shooting involving members of the New York City Police Department. You will see relevant video footage and other available evidence that will allow you to gain a better understanding of the events that led up to the incident and what occurred during the incident based on the facts that we know at this time. New York state law and NYPD policy give police officers the authority to use reasonable force under appropriate circumstances. The department's Force Investigation Division conducts a thorough investigation when an officer discharges his or her firearm or in cases of any serious police-related injury or death. Sometimes these investigations can require as much as a year or longer to complete. Viewer discretion is advised, especially for young children and sensitive viewers.
Let's go back to that real quick. So he's got one good round, and then the rest are shit. There's fucking rust on these damn things. Now this is like true like street thug fuckery right here. Like this is how some of these little thugs keep their stuff. It's just dirty. They don't maintain it. They don't clean it. Sometimes when they're running, they ditch the damn thing, and then they come back and find it later. You know, if they never got caught or something, they'll come back and get it, and they might just wipe it off with their T-shirt or something. They don't like. I can't. I don't think that the common street thug has a gun cleaning kit. All right, like they don't take their shit apart and clean them and do all this other stuff that us regular gun people do. So finding this is steel cased ammo. So finding rust on steel cased ammo or the tarnished brass is actually kind of common with some of these people because they just don't take care of their stuff. But it's interesting to see these cheap rounds right here and then this one good one. So I suspect that I suspect this is a stolen gun, and so with it being stolen, I would think that maybe it came with good ammo, or it came with this, and this is what was in it. It's been in it for a while, and he maybe somehow came into better ammo. Someone went and bought him some or something like that. You typically don't see like your common street thug having duty grade ammo like this. It's too fucking expensive to them. They go in there and they see a box of 20 rounds, and the box is like $25, so they know it's going to be like over $1 a round. And then they see the cheap shit like this, the Tula or the Wolf. You get more bang for your buck, pun intended. So they oftentimes, when they go buy this stuff, they'll buy the cheapest shit they can get. So it's just an odd visual right here to see one decent round and then these three rusty ass fucking steel case rounds. I really would have liked to have seen the altercation that occurred before this, because I got the feeling that this dumb son of a bitch was probably wearing the same clothes in the altercation and then just went and put a mask on. Like that's going to fool anyone. I don't know what that is. It looks like a folding chair, maybe. I'm not 100% sure what the hell he's walking off there with. You do see a bunch of other chairs out here, so I don't know. I've only been to New York once, so this may. I mean, you got little kids' chairs and shit. So I'm assuming these are like apartments, and their porches, so to speak, are super small. So they may just like set their shit up out on the fucking sidewalk. I mean, I guess if you live in such a tightly compacted urban environment like that, I guess that's your only option, versus sitting within the tiny little confines of your porch there and not having a whole lot of leg room to stretch out. I guess people resort to doing this. I don't know.
New York City 911, you need police, fire, medical.
There's a guy shooting on Noble Avenue
Noble and what?
between 174 and South Bronx.
Noble
Is
between
that-
174 and Cross Bronx. And anybody's injured?
Huh?
Anybody injured?
I don't know.
Did you see the person that's shooting? He's black, white, Spanish, Indian, Asian? Hello? The person that's shooting, male, black, white, Spanish, Indian, Asian?
Spanish.
You see what he's wearing?
No.
About how old does he look? Did you see how old he looked?
No, I don't know. I'm so nervous. I don't know.
You know which way he ran?
Mm-mm.
Do you want to leave your name or number?
No.
Assistance will be provided as soon as possible. I'm operative 2156.
So nothing wrong with your audio. It's in buffer mode right now. Your audio will kick on here in a second. So based off the fact I just seen them rolling through some red lights, I guess they got their emergency equipment activated.
We went to a liquor store at the end of the block, so I got there right now.
David, 2 rolling.
2002.
Where is it? King. ¿Qué pasó, primo?
Okay, so they're going to a shots fired call, someone being shot at, and they get out of the car and they have pistols only. Now, I don't know much about New York police, but I've watched enough of their videos to come to the conclusion that I just don't believe regular patrol cars have rifles in them. I think rifles is, if they are out on the streets, then it's probably something that is carried by supervisors only, and then of course past that it's their SWAT team. I think they call them ESU, Emergency Services Unit. They will have rifles, but as far as regular patrol people, I don't think they have rifles. I don't even think they have shotguns, because I cannot recall any videos of patrol officers having these things. It's always their SWAT team that has them out. That's unfortunate. I don't think that's right, but that it is New York. It is an odd kind of place, and that's what they're having to deal with. Ideally, though, rifles are what you want when going to a gunfight. This has the increased chance of being a gunfight. And you go to a gunfight, you want to bring a rifle, and you want to bring your friends with rifles as well. Rifles are more accurate, and they have better incapacitating power. They can very rapidly incapacitate a threat better than a pistol can.
Where? Where? Hey! Put it down! Put it down! Drop it! Drop it! Drop it! 3 David. Shots fired, Central.
Come over here. Come over here.
Down!
Shots fired, shots fired. Nobody, shots on the floor. Nobody.
Put your arms behind you. Put it! Nobody's hurt, Central. In custody.
Shots fired. Nobody.
For whatever reason, and I don't understand why, New York loves putting their controls like right up here on the dashboard, like it's a fucking taxi cab or something. I don't get that. Not the biggest fan of that being there. So it looked like this officer had a map on his phone. That's what it looks like when you see it through the blur screen. So he's having to use that to navigate. Of course, with New York, these are most definitely going to be pool cars. If New York police has take-home cars, it's probably reserved for like the upper management, like the police commissioner or chief of police, whatever the fuck they call the head dude in charge. He probably has a city issued vehicle to him. Patrol guys, they ain't taking shit home. They're not taking any cars home. I know that. But in a lot of places across the U.S., agencies do have take-home cars. So, if you've got a take-home car, obviously you're going to have a better setup to leave in the vehicle. There's some people that will get those little GPS navigation devices that's for vehicle use, and they'll have it mounted in the windshield, and they'll use that going to calls and stuff like that. Sometimes the MDT, the laptop, the computer in the vehicle, it can have mapping software on there to be able to kind of guide you in. Sometimes people are forced to having to use their phone for that, or if it's not their phone, it's a city issued or county issued, state issued, whatever, government issued phone, and they'll have to use that for navigation. Operating the vehicle one-handed is not the safest thing to be doing. The best thing to be doing is to have both hands on the vehicle. How can you do that and still be able to look down at your phone for navigation purposes? There's a lot of accessories out there you can get. There's little suction cup things that you can get to go on the windshield that will take your phone and hold it. I use a product from Night Eyes, spelled NITEIZE, Night Eyes. It's called the Steely, and a little clip with a metal ball on it I can clip into the air vent, and on the back of my phone is this little concave magnet that glues to the back, and I can take that and slap it against the, not slap it, but just press it up against the metal ball, and it's magnetized. And because the ball goes into the the recessed part of this magnet thing, I'm able to position it, rotate it to the left, right, up, down, whatever, and have it positioned in a way that I want. So it's not like it's stuck in one orientation. I can have multiple different orientations on how that thing sits on that ball, and super easy to use. It clicks it right in place. When I need it, I just grab it and peel it off the magnet. It's not that strong of a magnet. Just peel it off and then go. So that allows me to keep both hands on the wheel, drive safer, and be able to be, I won't say hands-free because obviously your hands are on the steering wheel, but you get what I'm saying. It's just a safer setup to be able to use. So that's something that these guys could have. If you know you're going to be driving one day, get you a little accessory, and if it's a little suction cup thing that goes on the windshield, get that in the shift, take it with you, and then the next day, if you're in the same car, cool. If not, then whatever car you're in, boom, you got that thing to be able to put your phone or your agency issued phone on there and use it for the navigation purposes.
That's all I got there right now.
Leave it to Roman.
2002.
Where is he? Yeah. Right here. Where? Go in. We're gonna have a white male, white tank top. He has it. 174. Yes, he has it in his hand. Drop it! Drop it! Come over here. Keep your hands. Keep your fucking hands.
In the coming weeks and months, the NYPD Force Investigation Division, in cooperation with the prosecutor having jurisdiction over this incident, will continue to investigate.
All right, so other than lack of rifles, which I don't think that they have any choice in the matter. I don't think they're given rifles to begin with. The only thing that I see negative about this is the crossfire that goes on here, or the possibility for crossfire to occur.
3 David, shots fired, Central. Down!
So this is a bad positioning on this guy's part.
3 David, shots fired, Central. Down!
If, boom, this guy had another gun on him and he wanted to start fighting, there's potential for crossfire right here. One of these officers could shoot the other. And friendly fire is not friendly, and it's bad enough when we lose our law enforcement officers But it's even worse when we lose our law enforcement officers to other law enforcement officers. It can cause a lot of grief and issues within the agency itself, and it just doesn't make the public feel confident when they look at the news and see that one of their police officers has shot and killed another police officer. So yeah, the positioning was just bad. Didn't care for that. Other than that, not much else to say about this video. If you like what you hear and see, go ahead and give me a like and a share. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button to stay tuned for more Monday quarterback videos. Earl Henderson, Primordial Defense, thank you for watching.